So on PC, after this cutscene, you want to time a dodge forward. Console can just start skipping the codec immediately, so you don't want to do that. But basically the way I try to time it is about the same I would press start for skipping a cutscene after the load disappears. So like that, and then just match through the codec. So Ripper mode slows down like game time, but it doesn't slow down audio. So while LQ is talking, you just want to do that here. Then equip Psi and possibly EM Grenade, depending on a strat later in the level, which I'll mention when I get there. So you can just pick whichever strat you like the most, but yeah. Make sure not to get in LQ's way here, like if you get ahead of him, because if you land on him, he will take a while to let you fall to the ground again. So you wanna just mash Psi through this cutscene and you will pretty much get it every time. So once you're about halfway there, you want to press Psi again to do the secondary attack, because otherwise you get slowed down. So just jump through here, and I equip pincers here. It doesn't really matter all that much, as long as you do it before a fight later. So since enemies can hear ninja run landings, that's basically how you want to do this. So you just want to do a jump and then let go ninja run in the air, and then you can keep moving. So I generally run along this fence to cut it, like just run along it like that. But you can also stay here and mash cuts, and that will also work. The fastest way here is to simply go under, like just go in a straight line to that corner there, and then wiggle yourself around in the air to dodge them after they've gone for you. But you can also do like an S shape if you're scared, so the fastest way would be sort of like this. And then stay left here, cut it, slide into this trigger. So after you skip this cutscene, you just wanna pincer and Ripper mode. You don't wanna aim it at all, like just let the game do that for you. So pincer, Ripper, and if one of them survives, you wanna press pincer again, then jump over the corpse of one of them to kill the gecko as it spawns, and then run around to kill the rest. It's pretty simple. So you can also do a dodge after the skip, but it's pretty difficult, so it's not really worth like practicing super hard for. So just skip through all of this. So here you want to either equip Foxblade and the M grenade, or nothing at all if you already have the M grenades equipped. Because the fastest way through these doors is to cut once and then try to slide through the bottom right of it. The fastest strat here is when you equip both Psi and the M at the start, and then nothing after Raptors. So the way you do this is to jump in underneath the left side of that monkey, let go ninja run in the air, and then once you're past the second monkey you can ninja run, once you're past the boxes you can jump. The easier strat is when you equip only Psi at the start, and then Foxblade and the M grenade after Raptors. So stealth land behind this Mastiff, cut off about where his Sandatsu point is, and then do similar movement to the other strat. So this guy doesn't charge you, you just want to hug this corner here when you're passing it, and if you have Murasama equipped, you need to Ripper before you cut him, and to get this door you just do what you do with all the others, stick to the left and cut through. So if you used Foxblade earlier, you wanna swap to Murasama and the EM grenade here, if you didn't equip EM grenades already. So swap to Murasama. So throw a grenade down these stairs, then jump towards the end here. Just jump down, and hit this button. So if Ripper isn't on, you want to activate it during this fade out into the cutscene. So try to only cut each person once, and if you happen to not kill one of them, it doesn't matter, since the last two spawn when 3 of them are dead, rather than when all of them are dead. So just try to cut as efficiently as possible, and then make your way over to this gecko.
True.
So the only thing you really have to do for the next section is to copy my jumps. It is possible to go through the hole you need to go through and just miss the trigger. So if that happens, you just wanna jump back through the hole and then back in again if you can't press the final button. Just jump up here, jump along here, and skip through this, and activate the button.
That terminal is most likely designed to download mission data and such into the UGs. Let's try using it to access the lab server.
So Ripper during this fade out, and then you want to not mash Y too hard to skip after this, because if you do, you will use your pincer blades, so just wait a tiny bit and then start mashing Y. So here you want to try to kill enemies in as few cuts as possible while making your way forward. So up until the middle part, it doesn't really matter that much if you cut improperly, as long as they will die shortly. But after that you have to make sure they're dead, especially geckos, because they take a long ass time to explode if you just graze them. Another thing that can happen is that they can disappear from the map but still be considered alive and will just not die on their own, so make sure that doesn't happen. So, as you can see from these cuts, like he cuts diagonally, so I try to stay to the right of geckos and to the left of cyborgs to cut in the best way. So for this next guy, you can either do one ninja run cut and then cut his legs off, or cut his knees off, I guess, with blade mode, or you can do both cuts with blade mode. It doesn't really matter all that much. So just like the first guys in the game, you want to do that to speed up his despawn, so you can press this button immediately. So skip through this codec. There's an extra EM grenade, like right in front of me here next to this shelf, and it's not necessary, but it doesn't cost you a jump or anything, so you may as well just get it. So land, cut so you don't accidentally ninja run, and then run your way over to this button. So for first phase Grad, you want to avoid him aiming his rockets at you, and then like swing him back into the second phase. So you want to just Ripper before you enter this fight. So just run behind the walls to cancel his aiming. So go around this box, and once you pass the corner you just want to mash light attacks, and once you've actually hit him 4 times, you can either block, and it's important that you don't parry, just block, and then do an uncharged pincer, or you can skip both of those and do an air pincer. They're both about the same speed, so it doesn't really matter. So you want to just charge a pincer during the cutscene, like just hold it, then charge a second, and then do an uncharged third. You want to jump to his side and do air attacks until he's dead. Skip through that and get closer to the button. So before the next level, you want to swap the polearm because you need it pretty much immediately. So you can either dodge this next guy's rocket, or you can go so fast that he can't aim at you. So if you have good movement, you can just go straight along this wall here. and he won't have time to aim at you. If you don't want to do that, you can simply run at him, and as he's trying to shoot you, jump to the side, and then cut them. But what's important here is that you don't jump after killing them, because jumping for some reason bugs out the button. If you do jump, for whatever reason, then you need to re-toggle Ninja Run in the air, or on the ground, like a few times, maybe, until the button decides to work. So then just slide into this codec.
So what? Right.
Then press this next button, and R02's done.